This machine was last used 8 years ago. I'm fortunate that I've worked on this machine quite a bit in the last few years of its operation. And it's a nice machine. This one has Fox shocks from my buddy's old R1100RT, and it's a nice running bike. So I don't think it's going to need a whole lot other than some age-related things. But my main concern is what lies inside that fuel tank. Remember the K1200 RS that I took apart last year that's been sitting for 6 years? Oh, the fuel pump looked like this. I'm hoping that's not the case with this machine. Do we know how to remove these mirrors? I think we know how to remove these mirrors. I've covered that already. What do you think? Should I just grab a couple of tools and go? We'll just see this happen. Alrighty. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are you ready? BMW R1100RT Battery Access. Your battery is located here. To access the battery in the R1100RT, you will need to start with your ignition key. Under the taillight is a lock cylinder. Insert the key, turn it clockwise. Lift the rear portion of the rear seat. Lift the rear portion of the front seat. Remove both and set them both in a safe place. You will turn this quarter turn. Run your fingers here. Lift this panel out. This pin is already broken. And remove. There are 16 screws to remove. Take your key out of the tail section. Put it into the oddments tray door lock cylinder. Turn counterclockwise 1/4 turn. Open. Turn back clockwise 1/4 turn. Reinstall your key. This panel comes off easier if this door is open. This panel reinstalls easier if this door is open. You got 4 screws to remove from the top. Is this one in the nose? Twist the bulb out. Put this someplace safe. Expensive. Here. You have 2. I recommend not using a ball Allen to initially break these free, any of these screws. Then there's 2 here. You probably can't see well. That's because I don't really have very good supplemental lighting that works well with the camera. Alright, those 2. Now, the 2 on the engine spoiler. If you're going to take both sides off, only take the screws out of one side of the engine spoiler. You can leave the other dangling on the other panel. These 3 1, 2, and 3 are longer than the other screws, except for the really long one under the mirror. This one is a quarter turn. It's plastic. So you can turn left or right. Makes no difference. Lift that out. Got one more left. This one under the mirror. From the factory, this one's really long. Often they get replaced with a shorter one, such as what is used down here by the foot peg plate. So you may possibly end up with 4 longer than the others. Pull this back here. Lift. Door open. Tab comes out. Panel is removed. This is what they look like on the back side. You may see other colors. In this case, we see a green. This thing was misted with Boston green at one time. From the factory. My first BMW was painted 5 times before it reached the dealer. 5 times. It's a lot of paint. Here is your battery. Bar for the seat adjustment is often in the way of removing the lid if it's in its lowest position. So pull it forward and up and put it up at its maximum position. Now you can reach the clips. This one's already been knocked off. We'll knock that one off. See if anybody's home. Any Mises in here? Nah, there's no Mises in here. Pool lid. There's our filter. Don't reef it over hard. You'll break the pleats. Break the seal. Then your filter is no good. This one looks to be pretty damn clean. Now you need to remove the snorkel. Lift here. See how nice that is? They slotted it. The 1150, they made it around. You have to take the screw out. This one's slotted. It fits right in. Right in that grommet. See? Nicey nice. You know why there's no mice in the airbox? Because I put a screen over the snorkel. Rodents can't get in. Here is our battery. There is a pull tab on the strap right here. You are going to pull this down once you grab hold of it. Now you'll disconnect your negative terminal with a 10mm wrench. If you're new to the machine and you don't know what goes to what, take all your negatives and just connect them all with a zip tie. Do the same with the other side when you get the positive terminal off. But for now, we're not over there. We're over here. So there's our negatives out of the way. Now you're going to grasp the battery. You might need to stick your hand in on the right side and get on the other side of the battery. We're going to work the battery out this way. Far enough to reach the positive terminal. Remove your battery.